Sexual.
The harbor man leaves the island. Bring it on, island. I can
Brooks?
take it.
How can the bait shop help you?
Let's...
Resuming combat operations. Continued hostilities is not... Looking for the shooter. In combat.
Bleed! Coat the ground in red!
And that, BROTHERHOOD, was steered in. Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth. And that's good news for all of them. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle. So, pulled out of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, there's no small feat to get back under their control. Real monsters out there.
Yahoo!
Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. Better than here, don't you think? Now here's the way back home, by Bob.
Yeah!
hope you brought that artifact back in one piece.
Here it is.
Good work. There's still plenty of undiscovered tech out there. Once you're ready, come find me.
Affirmative.
All right, area's on your map. Good luck.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on report. Work before you can blink.
Stop! Turn around! Leave!
Violent attitude may decrease your life expectancy.
What's that?
What the fuck was that?
I am
It's called fear!
imminent fatigue. At least I can observe that.
Lock and load!
Identity unknown. So violent. I suppose we should dispatch them.
Fuck, you know that?
Going up.
What? Lock and load! You're taking care
Enemy detected.
Jero, folks. Yet another bit of the world outside Diamond City. Folks, I'm gonna tell you a little story about a boy named Billy. Now, Billy lives here in the Commonwealth and wasn't spared the harsh realities of that life any more than the rest of us. He found himself separated from his family. Then,
Face me, you coward!
I'm happy to report that with the Vault Dweller's help, Billy is reunited. Stories with happy endings don't come along all too often, so I hope this one put a smile on your face. I know it did for me. Keep it tuned here, folks, to Diamond City.
Come out, wherever you are! I wanted a fight!
It's uranium round.
You! What? Who's there?
Terminating combat protocols. Combat again. Your pulse and vital signs are still within acceptable parameters. This belongs to the garbage can, yes?
Doc Carrington's been asking for you.
Ah, good, you're here. There's been a development. A raider gang has captured one of our agents, codenamed Blackbird. The twist is, we thought he was already killed at Augusta's safe house. Desdemona clings to the far-fetched hope that A, Blackbird is alive, and B, he can tell us what happened to the synths held at Augusta when it fell. So she wants you to tackle this fool's errand.
If Blackbird's alive, I want to bring him back.
As you see fit. The dead drop has the full briefing. Raiders aren't known for keeping their captives alive. But, since you're risking your neck, good luck.
Glad you signed on. Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
Solving for Theta N when I approaches probability bounds.
Glad you're with us.
The runner should be able to get to the cache.
Human interface. Well done, Agent. Runners will be sent to acquire contents. Reward dispensed. Analyzing.
Pam,
Commencing recurrence analysis using de Brovian method.
Pam.
Recalibrating using new data set.
Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, there is a whole lot of shaking going on. The smooth sound of Diamond City Radio are brought to you by the following. Commonwealth weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you Louis Jordan with Keep a Knockin'. What you have got to do until the damn door opens.
no. The body can repair tissue damage, but still, too much radiation too quickly can prove fatal. Caution is recommended.
Still in one piece. I don't think we've met yet.
Something's out there. What just happened?
What the?
Day I'd like to not get shot at.
That's Commonwealth justice for you.
Sure.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Frankie Carl. Here's the latest word on what's happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very unpleasant. Whether they plan to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that fewer super mutants running around isn't a bad thing. Butcher Pete is back on the rampage. Here's part 2 of the saga.
Okay.
Got it.
A little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a bear.
If I ever need repairs, you seem more than capable with your tinkerings.
Gotta be honest with you, I feel more comfortable with the rocky ceiling above my head.
You just say the word if you want to take it.
no sport to spill your blood if a person hasn't earned it. Plus, the Commonwealth provides.
Anything I can do? I just hold away.
Hey,
May I be... Do you need a steam pack? I have made extra.
your thoughts?
Oh, my systems are eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me.
Just wanted to check in, see how you feel things are going between us.
I find these traveling arrangements quite acceptable.
That was it.
As you say.
Far cry from working with the gunners. Glad that's behind me.
Some days are harder than others. But even the hard days get easier than the one before.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All you gotta do is offer.
Hey, if you need something, I'm all over it.
Danny Kaye there singing Civilization. folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. How I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks. That's enough said for me. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Now here's Way Back Home by Bob Crosby.
I don't know how to thank you for that rescue you pulled off.
Just remember that this is all thanks to the Minutemen.
We know. That's why we've decided to join the Minutemen.
I just wanted to thank you again for getting me home safe. I won't forget what you've done for me.
Kids gotta earn their keep, too.
Well, hello.
Just so you know, I'm keeping my eye on you.
Thanks again. It was a brave thing you did. Braver than I could be. Who's there?
Excuse me.
I'm not looking for trouble. Enough junk here for both of us.
Hey.
Do you need something from me? Did you hear something?
Hey.
You need something, yes? I am not capable of this.
Nice.
We are being shot by enemy unknown. Looking for the ship. Combat is quite vigorous exercise.
Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, the group working to free Sims trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, it makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the common.
Got it.
I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught. Traveling over the miles here, bringing you Warren Smith with Uranium Rock.
It appears. Why not a civilized discussion instead?
Sweet.
Studying physical ability, but in some
That's it.
Heads up.
trade is good.
Yes.
More mines may be nearby.
message to Claire Pazinski. Dinner tonight. Me, you, and Arthur Black. Reservations are for 7 at the Cornerstone Grill. Don't worry, I'll make sure Arthur's on his best behavior. No stabbing or waiting for a fight. What happened in Charlestown, even though the prick deserved it.
Adventure. And now it seems the adventure is. That's right.
Allow nuclear protection on a budget.
Or at least someone dressing up like him. Ryman Goodneighbor has a new enemy, it seems. How would someone contact him? Your guess is as good as mine. Probably better, in fact. Goodneighbor resident Kent Connell actually specified this Tommy gun throwing hero. So I guess if you're out there and thinking about breaking the law, you might want to consider steering clear of this. Or grandma blades and up. Mama, don't
Did you hear? Hostilities resumed.
Hi.
About time you showed your face. I take it that area's clear?
Affirmative.
Impressive. Keep proving your worth. I may start to trust you. Recon's always coming in. Take a breather if you need it. When you're ready, just say the word.
I'm ready.
Good. Here's the data on the location. Don't come back until...
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have some trash to hunt down?
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
I was just thinking about you. Any luck with that tech?
Here it is.
Good job. Hope it didn't give you any trouble. Here, there's still plenty of undiscovered tech out there. Let me know if you're anxious.
Affirmative.
That's what I like to hear. You've got...
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers? Excuse me.
Acadia's just never going to be the same without Dima running things. Acadia's just never going to be the same without Dima running things.
Hey.
My job was always taking care of Dima. What is there left for me now?
Heads up.
What do you want?
Acadia's just never going to be the same without Dima running things.
good, damn it. Oh, I am in combat. Your pulse and vital signs are still within acceptable parameters. Yahoo?
Hey. Time to set up shop. I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help.
Okay, lunkheads, listen up. These here are the chores for the month. I'm only making one of these, so pass it around. And no, I will not be changing my mind again. So stop asking, Braun. Luke, you're in charge of fishing, cleaning fish, and cooking fish. Just about anything to do with fish. That's your job, okay? Rowan, you're on building and some of the baseboards keep getting loose or torn up. I'm not sure what's getting at them, but fix it. Braun, you've got brush removal again. Gotta clear our line of sight. And yes, you may have to work at night, you big baby. I don't care what you hear. I pulled day guard duty again. We'll swap around at night, same as last month. Braun, you don't like our wine tough. This is how we get things done around here. Wait, is this thing still on? Damn it! Is it this button? No, of course not. I swear, I'm gonna throw this thing in the water! No, I will not be changing my mind again. So stop asking, Ron. Luke, you're in charge of fishing, cleaning fish, and cooking fish. Just about anything to do with fish. That's your job, okay? Rowan, you're on building and repairs. Seems like some of the baseboards keep getting loose or torn up. I'm not sure what's getting them, but fix it. Braun, you've got brush removal again. Gotta clear up. Work at night, you big baby. I don't care what you hear. I pulled day guard duty again. We'll swap around at night, same as last month. Even you, Braun, so don't even start whining. That's it. You don't like it? Tough. This is how we get things done around here. Wait, is this thing still on? Damn it! Is it this button? No, of course not. I swear, I'm gonna throw this thing in the water!
What you have made now?
Got it.
Whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but a preparation plan is never a bad idea.
Hey.
May I be of assistance?
What was that?
My primary purpose is not combat. If I ever need repairs, you seem more than capable with your tinkering.
Yes. That's it.
result in injury. At least I can observe battlefield traumas.
Hey.
Hey, disengaging defensive countermeasures.
Hey.
Here's what I have on me.
Can't open it from this end. Sweet.
May I borrow you for a moment?
I have some time.
I have spent much effort gathering information in our travels so far, and my self-diagnostics have come to a grim conclusion. It is not lack of data or lack of collaboration which stifles my scientific progress. The inescapable truth is there has never been a great robot scientist.
I'm sure your research isn't that bad.
You are polite to say this, but if something does not change, my efforts will be mere stagnation. The greatest scientific minds of history, the Einsteins and the Curies, my namesake, have had something beyond raw data analysis capabilities. They have had a spark. This elusive inspiration is something I must possess.
If there's a way you can do that, you should.
In fact, I must. If I am to advance my understanding of medicine in this strange world, I must embark on a great adventure. I must become human, or as close as I can. I must find a way to download all that I am into a human brain.
I know someone that might be able to help. Dr. Amari.
Please, then we must go to her and talk. Perhaps this is an impossibility, but it must be pursued.
I hope the harbor's doing good to you.
Cutting carapaces is a dirty job. The pay will be worth it. I got your Mirelurk carapaces. Finally, it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct taped, or superglued to the damn docks, all there. Feels like I can finally sit a spell and relax.
Enjoy the break, Mariner.
I wonder how long before some sad sap gets a splinter in their wee toe and it's up to me to fix it. Take care, Mainlander.
Mariner.
Shouldn't take too long to work the carapaces into the harbor.
Every day, another Arbeman leaves the island.
Mariner says the island's alive, and it's got it in for us.
Talk with Alan. I don't have time for you.
Psst. Looking for a bargain?
Brooks?
You know, when I'm feeling down, a little commerce always cheers me up.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now. Fresh shipment.
What the hell is a synth, anyway?
Alan?
I'll do what it takes to protect my island. Might be not all mainlanders are bad.
You see what the Mariner done to the hull?
The island gets us all in the end, but it ain't got me yet.
Mrs. Dalton.
Just so you know, mainlanders don't last long.
With Dima gone, I'm not even sure what the point of all this is anymore. Acadia's just never going to be the same without Dima running things. My job was always taking care of Dima. What is there left for me now?
There we go.
Oh, you are on the terminal again.
Acadia's just never going to be the same without Dima running things.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble.
Hi.
You want to buy something or what?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
It's not much.
There we go.
New girl, right? Must be, because I don't recognize you. Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Sorry. Didn't mean to bother you.
It's not your fault. You try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you couldn't have, so just forget it.
Excuse me.
Freaking children of Adam. Of course those idiots went nuclear.
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It's certain.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now. I'll see you around, okay?
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting.
That's a good attitude. Hope can get you through the worst of times.
Believe me, I know. When I first escaped, I had no idea what to do with myself.
Right.
But I heard rumors of Chase and what she was doing. That she was bringing people to a safe place. A place just for us. And now here I am. For all...
You're lucky to have found a place in the world.
Yeah, I guess. I've just gotta keep telling myself.
So you're that new gal from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
Getting better every day, I think.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday. Once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose. But honestly, it does get a bit boring.
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
Did you need something?
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
You've already done enough. Thank you. Did you need something?
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now.
Uh-huh. I'd like to help you all.
You've already done enough.
You want to buy something or what?
Hi.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
It's kind of beautiful, in its own way.
That's refreshing. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. And it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. And then, passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy. Since Dima has approved of you...
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well...
Right?
Okay. There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer...
I have some flowers for you.
Just what I was looking for. As promised, here are your caps.
Hey there.
Can I help you?
Still collecting asters? I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any, I'll... Can I help you?
Still collecting asters? What exactly is the point of all this?
A mix of scientific inquiry and personal interest, I suppose. I also find them...
I'm keeping an eye out for more flowers.
Thank you. I'm just not suited to roaming around the island.
Sure.
Can you believe they blew themselves up? I knew those Atom guys were crazy, but man...
Excuse me.
Dima died so the rest of us could live. How the hell do you repay something like that?
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Let me know if you need something.
Sure.
You never know. I might actually...
Hey there.
My job was always taking care of Dima. What is there left for me now?
You brought my little girl home safely. Thank you again.
Mrs. Nakano. Kasumi.
Thank you for everything. We're a family again. This is how it should be.
Perhaps in time it will return to its former grandeur.
What next?
But they're worried the super mutants will come back in force.
The open road and a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Excuse me.
If you need a weapon, you've come to the right place.
Let's see what you got.
Let me know what you'd like.
Lost track of how many blisters I got. I'm sure I have something you need.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Let me know what you'd like.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
Patch me up, Doc.
Tell me your symptoms.
That was it.
All right. Don't ruin my hard work by dying out there. Not many doctors around these days. Let me take a look at you.
Actually, I need some support.
All right, but go easy on the chems.
Not a lot of folks would travel with a ghoul, even one with my kind of charisma.
Hope you ain't one of them synths, here to spy on me.
Oh, can we see the old State House? Maybe they have the tourist brochure.
Been talk about Vault 81. Some problem there you were caught up in? Quarantine or some such? Damn, you get around.
I don't often say this, but I hope heaven is looking out for you.
Doctor, my friend here needs your help.
Oh? I'm not a mechanic. What could she possibly want from me?
Greetings, Doctor. I wish to download my data and core programming into a human brain.
You want what? Is she serious?
Curie has a lot of pre-war research data, but she can't continue her work as a robot.
Why not?
There are fundamental limitations in my robotic systems. I have no capacity for the human trait of inspiration.
I've never considered anything like you're proposing. It's an interesting problem. The memories wouldn't be hard. We translate those from the brain to computers and back all the time here. It's how the loungers work. Her personality, though, all the extra pieces of robotic programmed decision-making, a normal organic brain wouldn't know what to do with them. A synth brain, on the other hand, well, it's already somewhere between the two.
You're not suggesting I won't kill a synth.
I'm suggesting nothing of the kind. Allow me to explain. I've worked on synths before, giving them memory wipes so they can live a life free of the Institute. But the procedure isn't always successful. If something goes wrong, it can leave them in a brain-dead state. I know a caretaker for one of these brain-dead synths. If they're willing, we could try transferring your friend's consciousness into her.
I'd like to try.
We just need her caretaker's consent. Give me a day to get in contact with them.
I will stay with the doctor. Assuming all goes well, I want to be ready for the procedure.
So, you're the one that wants to put a robot brain in G519? You know she's a synth. We're supposed to protect them.
Glory, she wanted new memories. She knew her personality would be all but erased. These are just different memories.
I don't know. Maybe I should just let her go.
Her sacrifice will give someone else the gift of life.
I think she'd like that. Fine. Do it. Do it now, before I change my mind.
Curie, let's begin.
I should see this through.
Terminate all non-essential operations.
Affirmative.
All right. Connection complete. I have access to your friend's memories. G5's already been prepped, so this shouldn't take long. Yes. There.
My chest.
What is happening?
Just breathe. It's an autonomic function. Just let your body do what it must.
I feel so strange.
Listen to me. Can you hear me? What is your name?
My designation is Contagions, Vulnerability, Robotic, Infirmary Engineer. Or Curie.
You had me worried there.
Do not concern yourself. I feel better now.
Good. Very good. Now let's test some cognitive functions. What is 1 plus 2?
3.
If I threw a baseball at your head, what would you do?
Move.
Think of a strong memory. The first that comes to mind. Tell me about it.
Dr. Burrow was very old. He was the last living scientist in my section of Vault 81. He was on his bed, very weak. He said to me, "Curie, you must..." And he died before he finished the sentence. Oh, my insides feel peculiar. What is that?
You might be feeling grief for a friend.
This unit has no friends, but there, my chest is tightening when I think of poor Dr. Burrow.
The operation appears successful, but I think it will take a lot of adjustment for your new friend. She may need your help to make the transition.
Thank you, Doctor, for this opportunity. You should wash your hands after that. It can be unsanitary to handle the deceased.
Heads up.
Do you need something from me?
Hey!
Remember, to breathe. I keep thinking if I forget to do this, no more Curie. And suddenly, all this excitement we do, there is an element of something new. What if my arm is blown off? It is not so simple to repair this now.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
That makes me feel better. Calm. I will be fine. It is coming to me. Quickly, I hope. Just bear with me. I am sure my research will blossom with this magnificent new hardware. The influx of data is hard to process. Apologies if sometimes I make little sense. I will work on this.
Heads up.
You need something. Yes?
Look alive.
Are you giving me a present?
Listen, G519 went through a lot, but she was good. Solid. I hope a little of that's still there. And if it isn't, make sure all of this was worth it.
With Curie's scientific skills, there's a real chance she'll help a lot of people down the line.
Yeah. Here's hoping. Losing G5 was tough, but I think she would have wanted her death to mean something. See you back at HQ.
You've been through so much. I hope you find some
Hey, Irma.
peace one day.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
Hey.
I've been working on improvements for the costume. You ready for me to get to work?
Then let's do this.
Let me see. These poly-limited plates give you serious protection. It ain't no power armor, but it's the best I can do. It's been a pleasure, Shroud.
Hey there.
Sorry, Shroud. I don't have any upgrades ready.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that. We come in peace.
Put some clothes on, will ya?
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more chems, and no more sight either.
This place is really coming together, huh? Can't take all the credit.
Look alive.
Hey, this good.
I know I'm not the only person here who's lost someone. I just...
so much.
Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you the type of news you just don't hear about every day. Word is that a group of soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel were sighted in the Commonwealth recently. Things got hairy for them at the old Cambridge police station.
What you admiring? The clothes or the man?
Hi.
Yeah?
But I've heard about the kind of firepower those guys pack. Couldn't have been good. They're fine now, thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened upon the scene and lent a much-needed hand.
We had a good run of it,
Good job
didn't we?
surviving out there.
It was just great. To see the Shroud in action, even for a little while.
Next we'll hear Civilization by Danny Kaye.
Those big ugly
Abraham.
bastards sure hit us
I hope
hard.
you're here to help.
That's right. What's the trouble here?
Super mutants came through a few days ago. Only a few of them. But they did a lot of damage before we managed to drive them off. It was only a miracle that nobody got killed. We barely held them off the first time.
Ma'am.
Reacquired.
Let's go, baby! You killed my brother!
Help us defend ourselves.
Mr. Finch.
Sure thing.
Ma'am.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Alert! We just got a call for help
Take
from
care
one
of
of
your
our
gun.
settlements.
It'll
Any
take care
Minutemen
of you.
within range, please respond.
Yes?
We wiped out that super mutant raiding party. They won't be attacking any more settlements.
Good to hear. One step at a time.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. Here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Thanks to Bob Crosby for that one.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen
Latest
alerts.
news update from the Commonwealth. And this one...
This is Radio Freedom.
The Green Tech building, long known...
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
...was recently assaulted by an unknown group. From what I understand, there aren't any gunners left to tell the tale. If that's true, it's a little unsettling. Those guys meant business. There are rumors circulating that the Institute is somehow involved. Now, I know they come up every time something bad or unexplained happens. But in this case, even I have to admit, it's hard to not suspect they were involved. Don't jump to conclusions, but keep your wits about you, folks. And don't worry. At this time, there's no reason to suspect our fair city is in danger, so you just sit back and enjoy some quality music, courtesy of Diamond City Radio. Next is Orange Colored Sky by Mr. Nat King Cole.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
What you have made now.
And I should know.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, what a mess. Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit.
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute. Anyway, I'm gonna need... But, it'll need some...
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't... Here's a list while you're working on it. Keep in mind, like if you...
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that. Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but...
So a ghoul walks into a bar. Bartender says...
I told you Sanctuary would grow. The sight and I laugh.
Sturgis,
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I'll meet you over at the building site and see you.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing, I'll see you over at the building site.
You remind me of myself when I was a young woman. Always getting myself into trouble.
I just want to trade a few things.
This place is starting to look like a proper home.
Nice day today. Perfect for travel.
So, you got a ride of choice? I'm usually a mentat.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Whenever you're ready. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello.
Hope you enjoyed that.
I wondered if you might make it here.
Useless.
You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told the raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is...
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
It's empty. Abandoned.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
But given how creepy that place was...
Welcome to the Institute.
If something else happened, we may never know for sure.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. To talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness. He never failed the Institute. But his cruelty became more apparent with every... I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. The Institute.
Right. Doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. And finally, Dr. Lee in...
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this
Hey,
primary
Doc,
drive servo.
you weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in.
Sure.
If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can leave us somewhere else.
When are you going? Tell me about this mysterious Phase 3.
No, I can't talk about it.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
No visible reaction to the K-14 combat. You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel.
Operating at... I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
You're here.
They're
Glad you made
their
it.
feet on the targeting package upgrades.
We're all
I
looking
asked.
forward to working
Maybe I
with
should
you.
take some courses with me. You know, send them back.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Please don't.
So,
There's enough friction
here
as
you
it is
are.
between us
Justin Ayo,
and pretty much all
acting
the other
director of the
departments.
Synth Retention Bureau.
Mhm.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any...
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths.
I'm sure it's best for everyone.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synth. They are highly self-sufficient. But I gather you know all this. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I guess I just got lucky.
That's hardly helpful. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something else, I'll...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
All systems nominal.
All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Hey there.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father...
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young Wally
Dr.
must be
Clayton
close to
Holden,
10 years old by now.
head of the bioscience
It's
division.
remarkable that any
I
child
can't
can
wait for you to
survive
see the
for
work
so
we're
long
doing.
there, don't you think?
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
They're fine now, thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened upon the scene and lent a much-needed
Dr.
hand.
Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Best of luck to all involved in the future. It's another day here in Diamond City, and that means it's easy living.
Hi there.
Child synth.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't reach unless your primary levels below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
It's stuck.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in. You are not a prisoner here. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous, with the superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
So, it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented. When will you eggheads learn?
Have faith. Let me show you how we deal with a rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia.
Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth to come on home.
I didn't say it would be easy. Now you should get moving.
I may have Shouldn't the coroner be doing that instead?
I was hoping for a challenge. Guess I'll keep hoping.
I'm gonna make this as painful as possible. That's it.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word.
He seems most eager for violence, no?
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Someone there? We are being... Enemy unknown.
That's it.
Ain't scared yet. That it? Just getting warm.
Got it.
Playing games with me, huh? I got your back. Move!
Hope you enjoyed that last number.
Come on, tough guy. Come on.
That's right.
Something.
Now has the very own superhero born or at least up like this. Private Good Neighbor has two enemies. Why would someone guard that castle? Yes, probably better, in fact.
Ain't personal. You or me.
Connolly swears that he was actually rescued by the Tommy gun-toting hero. So I guess if you're out there,
Why is everything so dangerous?
you might want to consider steering clear of Gabriel. Grandma plays the numbers. If I was
Excellent.
Belongs in the garbage can, yes?
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
All right, but make it quick.
I will. I'm going to give you B592's reset code. You'll need to say B5 once he's shut down.
Jesus, what a mouthful.
Then talk fast, ma'am. That's all, ma'am.
Perfect. Sweet.
Well
Judging by
done.
your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents of the Institute. Just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing
Right. B592 initialize factory reset.
You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me?
Please,
Shit, they
tell
did
me
something
you're
to him.
done with the
Take them out!
Tactics, bad aim.
Pulse
Nice
and
work.
vital signs are still
I'll
in
take this
acceptable
in back.
parameters.
This is... X688.
Hello. We are honored to welcome you here.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Sean?
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities. Go and have a look.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2
Father's
weeks.
work
This
has
is
been a real
unacceptable.
inspiration for me.
How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all
Your new
useless.
quarters are here,
I'll
ma'am.
figure out what happened. And in the meantime, tell the others to be on high
When you're
alert.
finished here,
I
ma'am,
want more
Father
patrols
wants to
and
see
more
you.
rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood. Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
The rest see me as little more than a glorified repairman. But I'm as much a scientist as any of them.
Hi, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? Real people doing real thinking and real work.
No argument here.
Nice to meet someone who isn't obsessed with replacing people with machines. I've been saying for years that we're too reliant on these synths. Maybe you can talk some sense. In any case, perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Hi.
I'm looking forward to the next mission.
Son?
Ah, hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I try and talk it out.
An admirable goal. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. They no doubt mean to free these synths. You've been in contact with the Railroad.
They mean well.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
That sounds way too dangerous.
It shouldn't be. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind.
Seriously, this is a waste of my time.
Like many things at the Institute, this has ramifications beyond the immediate objective. A Corso will be waiting for you near Bunker Hill.
Is someone present? Whoever or whatever you are, I know you are out
This time it's
there.
more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths.
Terminating with extreme prejudice.
If so, hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, This time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the railroad.
Pam needs you in her room.
Working to free synths who are trying to keep the Institute.
I just heard the
While
most
it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile.
We got a lot of sense in play right now.
It's a dangerous
Makes things
idea
really
and is
dangerous.
met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not
I hope to
getting
God
caught.
the Institute doesn't find us.
Here's one from Cole
At least
Porter
not soon.
that I don't think Diamond City Security would totally agree with. It's anything goes.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. You must feel justifiably proud
Still
of
waiting
what
to
your
hear from
Minutemen have
Randolph.
achieved in such a short time.
the runners have
Eventually, the
resistance here.
Minutemen will devise their
Well,
own
the
plan
whole
to deal
safe
with the
house is dark
Institute.
now.
But I doubt
Could
your
be weeks
soldiers
before we
will
get
place
the break.
any
I just
priority
wanna know
on
if
rescuing the
it's
synths
Don't we
inside.
all?
I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please, work with us instead.
You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character of the Commonwealth. And time again, that character has been proven to be rotten. The synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the Institute.
I don't know.
Take your time. Think it over. But remember, the synth's fate is literally in your hands. Any news on Scarecrow?
He was in the entryway when the SRB blew the door.
So? Caretaker made it out, and he was by the goddamn elevator. Scarecrow's gotta be alive. Please.
Scarecrow's not
work
on
with
Carrington's
us instead
list.
of the Minutemen.
He's probably
The
dead.
lives of many synths are at stake.
Go ahead, spit it out.
Even if he showed up now, he's been burned.
You gotta be kidding me. After everything he's done for us?
If he came back, he could be a double. The Institute has had too much time. We can't chance it. He's out for good.
You! I'm not talking to you right now.
A response would be appreciated.
One more hour until my shift ends.
Confirming presence of rogue variable. Dispensing data. There are 3 independent reports of courser activity. Analysis completed. Based on target's activity pattern, conclusion. The Institute is actively looking for railroad assets. Stopgap solution. Terminate courser threat.
Seems logical to me.
This unit's logic circuits are fully target designated Courser Alpha is in a defended location with lower generation synth targets. Eliminate Courser variable, leaving no survivors.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths are at stake.
I'll work with you then.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot. There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name Patriot. So you need to infiltrate the Institute and make contact with Patriot.
How do I make contact?
Tom devised a way to send a message to Patriot. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal. And, if all goes well, he'll respond. Just see Tom, and you can proceed from there.
Oh, man, you were actually there? Inside the belly of the beast? If the Minutemen gave you a custom holotape, that's what I'm looking for. Anything that survived Institute security is gold.
Here you go, Tom.
We're in business. You know, I need... Shit, I'm already done. Just plug this baby into any terminal in the Institute, and our man Patriot will get back to you.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
How much damage would it cause if we let them hit us?
We're running out of places to hide our synths. So what would we lose? 4 synths? Stockton? We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. We wait until the enemy is in position.
Right? Oh, is that all? Need anything else while I'm at it?
No. Just keep defying the odds. We can't attack too early. You'll probably have a courser escort.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Terminal's got this locked. That's it.
Betty Hutton there with It's a Man. Yet another bit of news from the world outside Diamond City. Folks, I'm going to tell you a little story about a boy named Billy. Now, Billy lives here in the Commonwealth and wasn't spared the harsh realities of that life any more than the rest of us. He found himself separated from his family, but then he managed to run into the Vault Dweller. I'm happy to report that with the Vault Dweller's help, Billy was reunited with his family. Stories with happy endings don't come along all too often, so I hope this one put a smile on your face. I know it did for me. Keep it tuned here, folks, to Diamond City Radio. Truly one of the greatest voices ever. Here's Nat King Cole with Orange-Colored Sky.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Took a little longer.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
The railroad sent me to look for someone they call Patriot. That's you.
What? The railroad? And they gave me a code name too? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the railroad got to some of them.
You've saved a lot of synths.
So, with you in the picture, I have this idea. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know?
Scanning. Subject identified.
C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z-1. She's a friend. She's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the railroad does, Z-1. She's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now. How many synths want to escape, Z-1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. You're willing to help, right?
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password.
Right.
But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
I'll find it for you.
That's great. Unfortunately, the obvious place to look won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad.
Half of you know this already, but something so big. I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related. But the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, she made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did she find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this. The ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of. So get it done. Have you met with Patriot yet?
I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and figure out the next step. Get to it.
I was power napping and whammo, it hit me.
Bullseye's back.
Got some ideas on how to kit out Deliverer. Make your super badass gun even more, well, more.
I'll take a look.
Take a look.
Glad you're with us.
The importance of Bunker Hill and our assets.
Deacon's
Pam.
record is the
Preliminary
best.
analysis.
You could learn a lot from him.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
Thanks, Pam.
Complement detected.
After you get the password report back here. With any luck, we'll have a game plan by then.
Tex Beneke. If you're from out of town, be sure to visit Diamond City. It's safe, it's secure, full of quality establishments. Commonwealth weaponry. Protect yourself.
Anything I can do? You just say the word. Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Not a lot of folks travel with the pool. Even one with my kind of charisma.
To think I ever doubted you.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more chems, and no more sight either.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Man, I could really use a cigarette.
I'm afraid I'm not much use in a fight anymore. Back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy the Map Reader.
Hey,
What do you want?
head over there.
At once. You must be careful that the police do not spot you. Stealing is a felony.
Plenty of folks want to make life hard for people just trying to survive. I'm not willing to stand for that kind of shit.
Throw in a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this.
Hey. Do you need some? Thing from me?
If you
Hey,
work,
you need something.
It's
Yes.
as simple as that.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
That was the 5 stars. Here's a bit of news concerning the vaults of the Commonwealth. Some of you out there may be familiar with Vault 81. Nice place. They keep to themselves, not very social. Apparently they've suffered from some sort of disease outbreak in there.
Heads up.
I will attend to it.
They don't open the door much. But I shouldn't make jokes. It was evidently pretty
So you
serious.
gotta
And of course,
rise.
all sympathize with what they're going through. I have seen reports of some fatalities. My
Usually a
understanding
mentat school
is that
myself.
things are now under control. So if you should happen to bump into someone from Vault 81, don't worry. They're probably not contagious. Here's a whole lot of shaking going on by Big Maybell.
Makes me feel intelligent.
Heads up.
May I be of
Come
assistance?
on. Let me carry something before you cripple yourself.
Look alive.
Here's what I have on me.
always gonna have targets. Think I ever doubted.
You just say the word if you want to take a look.
That was Uranium Fever by Elton Britt.
It is hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks.
Time for yet
But
another
a
slice of
preparation
news
plan
from the
is
Commonwealth,
never a
folks.
bad idea.
Are you familiar with the old sailing ship stranded on top of a building downtown? Reports from the area suggest it'd be a good idea to
You have
avoid
missed
it.
the question.
At all. You'll have to shift your gaze much, much higher. You heard it here. The ship somehow managed to become airborne and lodged itself in a different building downtown. How? Why? I suggest you just roll with it, folks. It's crazy, but it's true. Tune to Diamond City Radio for all the latest news, no matter how weird. Here's a classic from Billie Holiday. It's Easy Living.
What you have made now?
There's no sport to spilling blood if the person can earn it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth provides.
That's one heck of a getup, Lou.
My systems are eager to absorb new data. I find it amazing.
Hope you enjoyed that last number.